Good evening, everybody. This is Miss Xiao here. Today I will be doing a presentation on factorization for Secondary 2 Mathematics, focusing on cross method and multiplication frame. Now let's take a look at cross method. How will we factorize x squared minus x minus 6? So when we first start with factorization method, using the cross method, we will first draw this and we'll list out the terms of the expression, starting with the x squared term, and then the x term will be right at the side, followed by the constant term. Bear in mind to also put down the symbols that come with the term. Now, put a cross here. We are going to fill up this portion of the frame with the two factors that multiply to give you x squared. So that has to be x and x. Now, let's take a look at this portion here. We're going to fill up these two squares with the factors that multiply to give you minus 6. So minus 6 can be, you can consider factors 3 and 2. However, to make it minus 6, it's either a minus 3 times a positive 2, or it could be a positive 3 times a negative 2. Now let's just take a look and see what happens if we put a negative 3 and a positive 2 together. When we multiply x, when we use the cross method, we multiply this x here with the minus 3. Okay, we cross it up here, we multiply. We write down the result by the side. That will give you minus 3x. We take this other x here, multiply by the positive 2. If we cross, and we get positive 2x. Now let's take a look at this column right at the end. If we were to add the two terms together, let's check and see whether we will end up with a minus x. Okay, so we have minus 3x plus 2x. Yes, we get minus x. Therefore, our factorized answer will be x minus 3 multiplied by x plus 2. Now let's move on to the second example, whereby we are asked to factorize 2x squared plus 11x plus 5. Let's take a look. As usual, we're going to draw this. We're going to put down the terms. First term, second term, and the third term. Now let's come up with the two factors that multiply to give you 2x squared. It's the only possible way is to multiply 2x with x, no other way. And if we were to take a look at this portion here, we have to find the two factors that will multiply to give you 5. Let's try 5 times 1, and we'll multiply across to see whether the terms add up to give you 11x. So x multiplied by 5, we get positive 5x. 2x multiplied by 1, we get 2x. Okay, let's add this together. Uh-oh, we don't get 11x. So what we have guessed as 5 and 1 for the factors don't work. Now, let's try another combination of the factor. We might have to turn it around sometimes to see whether it matches our original expression. So let's write down the question again. We have 2x and we have x. But now let's turn the factors on this side around. Okay, now we have x times 1, that will give you positive x. 2x multiplied by 5, that will give you 10x. And if we add them together, oh yeah, we got 11x. So This is the correct answer. Therefore, to factorize the expression, we will get 2x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 5. Now, moving on, let's take a look at multiplication frame. When we draw a multiplication frame, it's quite different from the cross method. Some people call it the tic-tac-toe method. It looks like that. Okay, and where do we put our terms? Our x squared term is written here, and our last term is written here. So we are going to write in these two boxes factors that multiply to give you x squared, and you only have the solution x and x. For these two boxes, we are now going to add in the factors that multiply to give you minus 6. So let's try 2, and we try minus 3. Okay, now this is just trial and error, and that will give us the value here when we multiply x. Let me use another color. When we multiply x with minus 3, and that gives us minus 3x. Okay. Now, for this other portion here, this box will be the product of 2 and x, and that will give us 2x. Now, to verify whether the values here are correct, we have to consider this, and we have to add them up together to see whether they give us our middle term. So if we were to add 2x to minus 3x, that gives us minus x, which is the middle term. And so from here, we are able to factorize our expression by looking at this portion of the frame and this other portion of the frame, and the answer will be x plus 2 times x minus 3. Lastly, let's take a look at the second example using the multiplication frame once more. Now, again, we're going to draw this out. And I'm going to put 2x squared and 5. And let's see what are the two factors that we can put in here that will multiply to give us 2x squared. It has to be 2x and x. Let's take a look at this box and this other box to see what factors we can multiply to give us 5. So I'm going to put in 5, and I'm going to put in 1 here. So when we multiply 5 times x, we get 5x. We multiply 2x by 1, we get 2x. Now let's see whether when we add these two terms up, does it give us the middle term 11x? Oh, it doesn't. So these guesses of 2x and 5, x and 1 doesn't work. Now let's try another pair of values using the same frame. So we have 2x squared, we have positive 5. This has to be 2x and x. Now, with regards to 5, let's turn the factors around. Let's put 1 here. Let's put 5 over the other side. What we get in this box is a product of 2x and 5. That gives us 10x. And what we get in this box here will be a product of 1 and x. So we'll end up with x. If we were to add up these two terms, one term here and one term here, does it give us our middle term, 11x? Yes. So when it does, let's refer to its factors. And that will give us the answer, which is 2x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 5. I hope these examples show you how you can make use of the cross method and the multiplication frame to factorize. Thank you.